racing fans, thanks for tuning in to PA Harness Week. I'm Sharla McBride. Well, this week we're taking you all over to the top races, the top tracks to see the top horses. It's all coming up with racing's fastest paced half hour. Coming up in this next half hour, we'll tell you about a horse once driven by the great John Campbell, who now needs a home. I'll also introduce you to Pat Lachance. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because his dad is Hall of Fame driver Mike Lachance. That story later. Plus, we've got the Matron from Dover. We'll travel north to Chicago for the Windy City Pace. And here at Chester, Vintage Master keeps on rolling. And, of course, we don't want to forget about the sassy Susan. She's here to give us her picks, and she's usually right, so I would take notes. That's all coming up right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
Moving gold. Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside here is Brent Messenger to the early. 55 for the halftime. Just over 3 inches to go. At the top of the stretch.
Well, hello there. Boy, you look especially full today. Did you guys eat a lot of food on Thanksgiving? Hopefully you did. I know I did. Heather, did you?
Oh, always.
Right, and it's just a great day. It's a great family day. It's just a great day to get together. And I'm afraid that it's getting lost in the shuffle a little bit. Like they make a big deal about Halloween, and then you're right into Christmas, and Thanksgiving sort of gets lost in the shuffle. But I can't think of a better day to spend with family, and hopefully you had plenty of food, and you weren't wanting for food.
No.
Okay? Yeah.
I was full all day long. I ate at like 3 different places, so.
I'm excited. My wife's mashed potatoes with their special ingredients she'll tell nobody with, taking that dead to the grave with her, is just amazing. I live for that, you know.
I don't cook, okay, except one little thing that my friend Shannon taught me how to do. You take these crackers and you wrap them with bacon around them, and yeah.
Nice.
It doesn't sound very good, but I swear to you, it's awesome.
When it comes to harness racing, this babe can't cook, believe me. Okay, she's Heather Moffett, I'm Steve Ross. It's time to get into the action. We have lots of hoof-pounding, serious action to get to. And with the first race, right here at Harrah's Chester, it was worth $60,000. It was for open pacers, and it happened on Sunday. And number 5, Big Bay Point, the Georgie Knapp, was the 6-5 chalk. Number 6, Vintage Master, the hard knocker with Dan Dube, was 7-2. And number 1, Annie's Western Card with Yannick Gingras was the 4-1 third choice. And let's see what happened when the action unfolded. Here's the call with James.
Handsome Harry drops out to last. Big Bay Point and Velos came away best of all, and Velos drives on to clear Annie's Western Card, who closes off the pocket from Big Bay Point, and these three peel off by 3.5. Rockin' Cama's 4th Vintage Master is 5th, right now 6.5 lengths off the leaders. Cinderella Guys a length and a half farther back, followed by Andy Rue, and last of all is Handsome Harry, 11 lengths off the leaders coming off the first turn, and Big Bay Point drove on to clear Velos off at 26-4 first quarter. Passless the first time. Big Bay Point's in control now. The 6-5 favorite has a length and a half on Velos in the pocket. Annie's Western Card keeps close attendance to these pace setters from 3rd. Rockin' Cama's 4th Vintage Master is 5th and floating wide with 6 to make up. Cinderella Guys a length and a half farther back, followed by a ground-saving Handsome Harry, and last of all is Andy Rue. Annie's Western Card's making a move out of 3rd, and he will slowly gain on the outside, now into 2nd, and now he engages Big Bay Point after a 56.5 mile. So they reach the backstretch, and Big Bay Point's a length in front of the first over Annie's Western Card. Velos holds down the loose pocket. Rockin' Cam is 2nd over 2.5 from the lead. A length and 3/4 farther back to Vintage Master, urged to stay on wide of Cinderella Guy. These 2-4 from the front. Andy Rue's got 5.5 to make up, and Handsome Harry's been last throughout, some 7.5 lengths off the leaders. 3/4 in 123 flat, 3/16 to go. Big Bay Point off a 26-3 third quarter is 3/4 of a length in front of Annie's Western Card, who keeps pressing on. Vintage Master's getting more interested now, fanning wide off Rockin' Cam, who dives down to the open stretch. Velos couldn't keep the pocket. A 16th to go. Big Bay Point trying to stave off a late charge from Vintage Master. They're coming down to the line. Vintage Master, yes!
Well, Vintage Master got a perfect dream 2nd over trip and finally wore down Big Bay Point to win in 150-2. Big Bay Point held the belly. Annie's Western Card got 3rd. Don't you dare think of making a move, because when we come back, we're going to have the amateurs in the spotlight, and it's actually a betting race, and it happened right here at Harrah's Chester. Don't go away.
Tremendous Hits getting more involved now down the outside.
NF Quotable got
Why
it in
do so
time
many
with
winners
below.
travel in EB trailers? They love the ride. EB Pacesetter trailers deliver your horses in peak condition, ready to race every time. Designed to provide safe and comfortable transport for standard-bred racehorses, EB's Pacesetter Series trailers are the preferred choice of professional standard-bred trainers and breeders nationwide. All EB Pacesetter models feature custom standard-bred options and excellent airflow and aligned interior sealing to keep your horses fresh and comfortable. Every EB trailer has commercial quality componentry and riveted sidewall construction engineered and designed to stand up to constant and rigorous horse and road use. And a sleek aerodynamic nose design that also delivers improved fuel savings. More winners ride with EB than any other trailer. EB, setting the pace in standard-bred horse transportation.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
Hi, and welcome back to PA Harness Week along with Heather Moffett. I'm Steve Ross. And Heather's got all the action that took place here at Harris-Chester. It was an amateur race, and it develops future talent in the game. And Heather's going to tell you all about that.
Well, it's the Billings Amateur Driving Series, okay? And a lot of people get confused at the word amateur. Amateur actually only means that you're giving up your 5% in the race. So there could be some guys out there who've been driving for 25 years, but instead of taking that 5%, they give it to charity, they give it back to the trainer, whatever. That's really what amateur means.
Nice.
And the one great thing I do want to mention about harness racing is that it's not like thoroughbred racing that if you want to be a jockey, you have to weigh a lot less than me and not eat so much on Thanksgiving, okay? Where with harness racing, really the average Joe can learn how to drive a horse, and it doesn't matter so much about your size or anything. So we're going to go into the action now. Number 3 is Sam's Honeybee, and he's the favorite with driver Anthony Varuso. Number 6 is Tremendous Hit, made the most money in the field this year. And number 4, Double Strength, has been at Yonkers, Pocono, Freehold, last 3 starts, and hit the board last 3 starts.
Admirable Hanover has drawn clear by nearly 4. Here's a very strong move down the outside from Sam's Honeybee from the back of the pack up into second, and Sam's Honeybee takes dead aim on Admirable Hanover outside the quarter pole. They're 3 in front of, moving up into third. Oliver Kiss, he tracked the cover of Sam's Honeybee up the backstretch. Double Strength is slingshotting 3 wide past rivals. Double Strength with a strong late move, now within a length of Sam's Honeybee, who put away Admirable Hanover on the far turn. Tremendous Hits getting more involved now down the outside. 3/4, 201 and 4. At the 8th pole, Double Strength's taken over from Sam's Honeybee. Tremendous Hits rallying nicely down the center of the track. Oliver Kiss a bit of trot down the open stretch. Up to the line, Tremendous Hit a narrow advantage. Tremendous Hit wins.
Tremendous Hit with a patient drive by Robert Hedgecoff picks up a win in 2:32 and 2. It was a 1.25 mile event, so that's allowed, okay? Double Strength was second. Oliver Kiss was 96 to 1 and finished third.
In Sunday 7th, it was a 20 claimer with a purse of 16 grand. And number 2, Segundo Hanover, was odds on at 3 to 5 with Georgie Knapp. Number 6, Justin Art was 2 to 1 with Tetrick. And number 8, Wild Ridge Sam was 9 to 1 with Dan Dube.
Segundo Hanover a length and a half in front. Silver Sunset takes his shot, now overtaking Justin Art for a second spot. Zeppelin Blue Chip at 27 to 1 slid second over. Close enough if good enough. He's 2 1/4 off the lead. Daylon Beware's got 4 1/2 to make up. 2 farther back to Rusty Tank, and Wildridge Sam dropped out last. 3/4, 123 and 3. The field turns for home. Segundo Hanover's digging in to fend off both Silver Sunset and up the open stretch Justin Art, but you better look at Zeppelin Blue Chip rallying down the outside. Zeppelin Blue Chip's going best of any. and he just brings the 27-1 upset.
As Gomer Pyle was fond of saying, surprise, surprise, surprise. Number 1, Zeppelin Blue Chip, a 27-1 bomber with Ron Pierce driving. 27-1 with Ron Pierce from the rail. That horse must have looked real good on the program. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, who lets Ronnie Pierce go off with those odds?
On a cow, he shouldn't be 27-1. Okay. He got away fourth, and he sort of dawdled there until Pierce stepped on the gas and threw a 26-4 final quarter on them to win in 151 flat and pay 56-20. Huh? Segundo Hanover was second. Justin Art got third. And now with race number 13 here at Harris Chester on Sunday, the lovely Heather.
Okay, non-winners of $25,000. Last 5, the purse is $30,000. A couple horses just to look for in here. Number 5 is Pangiorno, the 65 favorite with Georgia Knapp in the bike. And then there's number 2, Rockin' the House. Now, he's been racing at Pocono in major pacing classes, but now Pocono is over for the season, and he's here at Harris Chester.
Pangiorno still the leader, a length and a quarter in front of the first over. Estrella's Flash, Rockin' the House, headstrong once again in the pocket. Scotty Mock is second over, but leveling off 3 from the front. A length and a half to BJ's Beckwia, who kicks in 3 wide. Slow to make ground, though, coming off the corner, and Southwestern Dream whips them in. 122 3 for 3/4 off the turn. Pangiorno a length and a half in front. Here's Rockin' the House taking his shot right now. 70 yards. Pangiorno all out. Rockin' the House. One last lunge to win it.
Pangiorno does all the work on the front, and then Rockin' the House gets all the credit. He wins in 150 2. Yannick Gingras in the bike. They get a good trip. They just come home a little bit faster than Pangiorno and get up by half a length.
When we come back, a story about a very special horse you won't want to miss. And also our Sharla catches up with driver Pat Lachance. Don't go away.
Hi, they call me Big Seamus. Everybody knows I only like to play my lucky numbers. So when I go to the Downs off-track wagering, I get to bet exactly that with the Exacta. A $2 bet on the Exacta delivers big payouts like this. When it's my night out, I eat big, play big, and I win big.
Downs off-track wagering. Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Cheers.
We believe in life after work.
We believe good times get better in groups. We believe it's not what we do,
but what happens when we're together.
we believe when one of us wins, we all win.
We believe in all-you-can-eat wings.
And fresh hot pizza. We believe the louder you cheer, the faster they run.
We believe that 2's company
And 3's a trifecta.
We believe. We believe.
Horses laugh like children when they run.
We believe in long shots.
We believe that jockeys are giants.
And sulkies are chariots.
We believe it's always post time somewhere.
We believe there's no place like the home stretch.
We believe.
We believe.
We believe. We believe.
We believe that life on the rail is really where it's at.
Hi there, and welcome back to the show. Along with Heather Moffat, I'm still Steve Ross. Nothing has changed. Now,
I'm happy about that, actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, when I say the name Lachance, you automatically think of
Michel Lachance.
who happens to be a flavor franchement, because of French fries and French toast, and all these other things. But how about Pat?
Pat Lachance, his son, totally made a name for himself in the business as well. Yeah, I think he's out of his father's shadow and has been for some time.
And our Sharla caught up with Pat to find out what's going on in Pat Lachance's world.
Here with Pat Lachance. Pat, I know that you come from a horse family, per se. Your dad, Mike, he's been doing this for a very long time, a Hall of Fame driver. What sets you apart from your father?
Well, you know, he concentrated more on driving most of his career. I'm more of a trainer driver, so, you know, I'm more hands-on than he was.
You do both still. What do you enjoy most? Do you enjoy training or do you enjoy driving?
I enjoy driving my own horses that I train and own. I really love doing that. You know, it's just it seems like it's more personal. You know, you're more into it. You're with the horse all week, and you get to the track and you know how they're feeling, how they are, her soundness and everything. So it's more a personal thing, and yeah, I really enjoy it that way.
Have you ever felt the pressure to be as successful as your father?
Maybe early on, when I first started, but not anymore. Not at this point. It's you just get used to everything, and you just do your own thing. You focus on your own thing, and really doesn't mean much right now.
Now, from a young age, did you know that you wanted to follow in his footsteps?
Yeah, from very young age. I worked for my uncle. I think I was 12 years old, so it's from a young age I knew exactly what I wanted.
You've had a lot of monumental moments in your career. What are some that really stick out as some significant moments for you?
I think the one that sticks out the most is probably the Canadian Pacing Derby, because we had supplemented the horse for $80,000, and it just made it that much better after winning that. The supplement was involved and everything. And I trained the horse myself. So I think that was probably the biggest moment for me.
You've had so much success at a young age. How many more years do you see yourself doing this?
I never thought of it. I don't see an end to it. The horse business is a lot different. It's not like you set a goal to retire at a certain age. You can be 70 years old and still train horses and have somebody else drive, or if you can't do it yourself. But it's one of those things, you can be old and still be successful at it.
Well, I wish you the best, and I hope you're doing it a long time from now.
Thank you very much.
All right, now we're going to take it and we're going to look at a very special horse and a very special race.
And down the stretch he comes. Next Fantasy, John Campbell winning the Little Brown Jug.
You just saw the 1995 Little Brown Jug. The winner was Nick's Fantasy. Now, that horse retired a couple years after the Jug, and the lady who had him ended up taking care of him and keeping him until just recently. She just wasn't able to care for the horse anymore. So she called the Standardbred Retirement Foundation, and now they are caring for this spectacular horse, and they are looking for a fabulous home for him. I caught up with John Campbell, who drove Nick's Fantasy to that Little Brown Jug win, and he told us about this great horse and how this horse needs a great home. John, that 95 Jug is one of my favorites. So what kind of memories do you have of Nick?
Just how good he was that day. He was just totally dominant. There was an accident in the first turn. He won the first heat rather easily, but I don't think it would have mattered. He was very strong. And then the second heat, he got away third, and he just dominated his competition and won very easily.
Now, you and Paula have helped with founding the Standardbred Retirement Foundation. That's correct. So tell me about it a little bit.
Well, Paula and Judy Bachman founded it, many years ago now, and they found homes for 1,500 horses or somewhere in that neighborhood. And it's just a wonderful charity, because they find homes for horses when they're no longer used for racing. And the Standardbred being such a versatile breed, they can be trained to do almost anything. Their demeanor is great for the most part. So, it's a useful horse outside of racing. And, so it's been a wonderful charity. We're very proud to have been involved. And, this is what the Standardbred Retirement Foundation was founded for, to find horses, especially for these champions. When they run into problems later on in life, we want to be able to help them out.
From my understanding, Nick is really great with kids, and he's very happy right now, and would make a great companion horse. So tell me, you and Paula are actually trying to care for him a little bit?
Well, we've made a donation, to care for Nick until he finds a home, and we're certainly hope he does. And he's like a gentle giant. He's a big horse, but very kind demeanor when he raced, and I'm sure now that he's been off the track, he's very laid back and would make a very good companion for somebody. And he's got some history. He won the Little Brown Jug.
If you want more information on Nick's Fantasy and all the other amazing, wonderful horses at the Standardbred Retirement Foundation, just go to adoptahorse.org, and you can also find them on Facebook. You know who else you can find on Facebook?
Susan, our wonderful handicapper.
Susan Ellers. You can also find her right here in As the Wheels Turn. Well, I
I didn't hit an exacta last week, but if I was right all the time, I wouldn't need this job, and you wouldn't get to see me every week. I am going to try to redeem myself, though, by going after the exacta for the final. Race 10 at Dover Downs tonight is the Matron Stakes for 3-year-old colts and geldings. In here, I like Westwood Ho Hanover. He's super sharp right now for trainer Ron Burke. Hug a Dragon, also a Ron Burke trainee, won his elimination last week after being parked to the quarter, 26-1. Samander starts from post 3. He had a lot of road traffic, gets Tim Tetrick back in the bike. I'm going $20 exacta box. Ron Burke entry with the 3. That's it for me. It's time to take a break, but when we come back, we're taking you in the bike for more Matron Stakes finals from Dover Downs.
Field heads toward the final turn, and Hug a Dragon leads by 3 parts of the length.
Hi, my name is Andy. If you're like me and always make a play for the trifecta, then go to the Downs Off-Track Wagering. I can triple up and bet the trifecta anytime. A $2 bet on the trifecta delivers big payouts like this. When it's my night out, I eat, play, and I win. Hey, that's a trifecta too.
Downs Off-Track Wagering, Allentown, East Stroudsburg, Carbondale, Hazleton. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Horses helping people. People helping horses. At Equilibrium, horses help those with special needs achieve balance in body, mind, and spirit, while Equilibrium's people give retired horses the forever home they deserve. Join in the giving and help spread the joy of equine-assisted activities. Visit www.equi-librium.org to learn more and make a tax-deductible contribution today. Equilibrium, a helping hoof for those in need.
Welcome, good old Sunday. No love when you don't come. Welcome, son, welcome, welcome. Welcome to your place in the sun. Welcome to your place in the sun.
Hello there, racing fans, and welcome back to PA HarnessWeek. Along with Heather Moffat, I'm not Howard Cosell. I realize now that when I do my Howard Cosell, it's kind of like doing Ed Sullivan. Nobody knows who that is anymore, and I'm giving my age away. Okay. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to go in the bike! Okay, let's go to Dover Downs. Sunday, November 20th. I can't stop doing this. I'm trying as best I can, but it gives me great pride and pleasure to introduce the first elim of the Matron Stakes for high-class paces of the 3-year-old gender. Number 3, Hug a Dragon. My personal favorite pastime was the 1-2 chalk with Yannick Girard. Number 5, Rock to Glory with David Miller was the 85 second choice. All the rest were double-digit bombers from outer space.
They're off. There goes Hug a Dragon out for that lead toward the rail. That's Mr. Tommy Fra. On the outside, moving up, Rock to Glory into third, getting away fourth, Powerful Mist. After that, it's Lizard King. The early trailers are Rhombus and Looking for Adventure. As they race midway on the first turn, it's Mr. Tommy Fra. Hug a Dragon's on the outside, moving up. Another 3 lengths back, that's Rock to Glory. Big gap back, Powerful Mist, 26-1 as they race by the stands, and Hug a Dragon is up to get the lead. Mr. Tommy Fra back to second, Rock to Glory third, 2 lengths. Powerful Mist is there, fourth in front of Lizard King. At the end, Rhombus and Looking for Adventure. They make their way into the clubhouse turn. Hug a Dragon, 1.5 lengths. Mr. Tommy Fra. Rock to Glory is there, third, Powerful Mist. Coming to the outside, that gets out Rock to Glory from third. Rhombus is outside, third over down toward the rail. Moving through is Lizard King, Looking for Adventure trails. 55 seconds as they go to the back stretch. Hug a Dragon, 1.5 lengths. Rock to Glory racing up on the outside. Mr. Tommy Fra has the rail. Then comes Powerful Mist in fourth. Down inside, Lizard King, outside Rhombus, and Looking for Adventure. Field heads toward the final turn, and Hug a Dragon leads by 3 parts of a length. 3/4 in 1:22 1/5 around the final turn. It's Hug a Dragon. On the outside, Rock to Glory. Mr. Tommy Fra has the rail. Then it's Powerful Mist. Lizard King is down inside, followed by Looking for Adventure, who moves off the rail. Rhombus back to last. They turn for home, and it's Hug a Dragon by almost 2 lengths. Hug a Dragon, Mr. Tommy Fra, Rock to Glory on the outside. Lizard King toward the rail, nearing the wire. Hug a Dragon.
Well, once Hug a Dragon cleared just past the quarter, it was a walk in the park for him, winning in 1:49.3. Incidentally, that is real racehorse time. Rock to Glory was 2 back in second, 13-1 shot. Lizard King reminds me of that little Geico character. 15 minutes and save you 15 minutes. Oh, okay, he got third with Tim Tetrick, and now with a second Matron Elim, the lovely Heather.
Okay, I'm not going to try to do Howard Cosell.
Why not?
Putting that out. The only person I can do is Moon Zappa. You know, the Valley Girl? That's it. And that's kind of me already, so. Okay, yes. The other Matron Elim, $32,745 on the line, number 2, Westward Ho, Hanover. Now, coming off the Progress Pace win, and he supplemented to the Progress Pace, he's supplementing to the Matron as well. He's the number 1 horse, and the number 8 is Up the Credit, won the North America Cup earlier in the year. The rest, as my co-host likes to say, are double-digit bombers.
And Westward Ho Hanover goes by and takes the lead. Up to Credit back to second, 18 third. Reckless Rick has the rail fourth. American Romance on the outside, followed by Samandar. Then it's Overnight Delight toward the inside, Sir Ziggy Zetam. 54-4, and look at Westward Ho Hanover opening up 4 lengths midway up the back stretch. Westward Ho Hanover. Moving to the outside, that's 18 to go by. Up to Credit. American Romance follows. Down inside, Reckless Rick, followed by Samandar. Nowhere to go for Sir Ziggy Zetam, trailing on the outside, Overnight Delight. 121-3. I can't even do the math. 26-4. Third quarter coming toward the top of the stretch. Westward Ho Hanover's out by 7 or 8 lengths at the top of the stretch. Westward Ho Hanover is gone. Racing up on the outside now, trying to get into second is Samandar. Between horses, that's American Romance. Nearing the wire, Westward Ho Hanover.
They talk about brushes to the lead. That, my friend, was a brush. That was like an OMG brush to the lead.
Not like a Fuller brush. Not like a brush you put through your hair.
No. No. Fuller brush. I'm not even sure what that is, but anyway. You're going to say, way before your time. Okay.
Way before your time.
As the 1-9 favorite, he wins in 149-1. Dave Pallone in the bike. This horse, no surprise, another Ron Burke trainee. So Ron Burke took both eliminations for the Matron Elims here. Samandar second, and then American Romance took third.
Okay, why don't we go out to the Midwest, out to the suburb of Chicago, to Maywood Park, because they had the $175,000 Windy City Pace, aptly named if it's around the Chicago area this time of the year. And number 5, Better Than Cheddar, well, laid over the field and got banged down to 1-9 favoritism. Number 1, Mystic Desire 9-2. Everyone else was 20-1 or above. Let's see what happens.
Better Than Cheddar is opening up the lead. They turn for home. It's all Better Than Cheddar. He's racing against the clock here. Better Than Cheddar. He's wrapped up and pulling away.
To the surprise of absolutely no one, Better Than Cheddar, and I will resist the urge to say that he cut the cheese, because that was too good and that was your line, okay? Well, he kicked butt, winning by a handful in 152-3. Mystic Desire was second. Number 2, Stonebridge Rocket off at 40-1 with Doug McNair, got third. Don't forget, the Matron Final takes place tomorrow at Dover Downs. It's a big race, 180 grand on the line. Ron Burke's going to be in there vying for favoritism with a couple of horses. You can bet it here or even at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. But whatever you do, bet the race is going to be good. Yes. And the holiday season is in full vigor. Hope you have a terrific time shopping. Don't forget us. Get us a little something, a little trinket. We can use it. A little car, a little Mercedes or something. Be good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for Heather Moffat and all of us here at PA Harness Week, we want to remind you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
There they go. Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway.
Starting fast outside here. Brett Messenger to the